So I wanted to ask you where your happy place was. That's a word that we use in our language about a place that we just like to be. The word Eden that's in the Old Testament, there is some debate about where that word comes from. There's an Akkadian word that sounds similar to that, which means like it's a plain or a level place. But there's a Hebrew word that sounds exactly the same, and that Hebrew word means happy. So I think Eden was supposed to be the ultimate happy place. So if I ask you where your happy place is, what do you usually say about happy places? Well, I picked you a few. Some people's happy place is just home. How many of you like to just be at home doing absolutely nothing? And by the way, do you know which house that is? Home Alone, yes. So I wanted to put a couple things up there to kind of test you there. Home Alone house. How many of you would like to just be home alone? No telephone, nobody to bother you. You can have your family if you want. Your whole family can kind of hang out. How many of you just that's your happy place? That's where you like to be. Now, that yard doesn't have, that house doesn't have a very big yard. It's got a little grass in the front. And some people might say that their happy place is mowing the lawn. I don't know. I've heard people who say, man, I just really, really like yard work. I like to get out and mow the lawn, and I like to plant flowers and work in a flower bed. That's great if that's your happy place. That is not my happy place, I can promise you very much. So for some people, it's home. For some people, it's something like a ball game. Whoo, man, if I can just go to a ball game. There are two things that need to happen at every ball game. One is a funnel cake. Like you should not be able to go to a baseball game without getting a funnel cake. The second thing that needs to happen at the ball game, another funnel cake. So you're supposed to have funnel cakes when you go to the game. Cash and Christina were out of town one weekend. They gave us these tickets to go see Cosmic Baseball. So I want you to know, I walked everywhere trying to find a funnel cake. I finally found a guy. He had a funnel cake. I said, where did you get that? And he pointed me, and Rye was with me. We'd go get a funnel cake. Rye and I got in line like the person in front of me got a funnel cake. Do you know what she said right after that person? It was him, actually. After she got her funnel cake, do you know what he said to me? We're out of funnel cakes. I was heartbroken, right? There's also a reason I picked that particular picture, and if I don't have a prize, but you look at that picture and see if anybody in this church can tell me why I picked that particular picture. There's a reason I picked that one. You better look quick, because I'm going to the next slide. Where's your happy place? Whoo, some people say golf course. Golf course is my happy place. Man, if I could just go play golf, if I could just some kind of sport, some kind of sporting activity. I think there's probably, is there a green there somewhere like down there? I think, isn't that the green? Oh, yeah, there's the flag. I could hit a ball 1,000 times and not hit that green, right? I could never get close to that flag unless it was just a fluke shot. I like to play golf. I have no measurable skill. Like I can hit it the right direction the majority of the time, but that's about the best that I can do. But that's some people, like, that's their happy place. If I could just be somewhere like that, they'd be happy. There are other places we call happy places. Some people like, I skipped one, water sports, right? And I couldn't figure out with water sports which one I wanted to put up there. Some people really like to fish. You know anybody who, just loves to go to the lake every day and fish? Just every day they could go fish. Mom and Dad were like that after they retired. They could fish every day and be happy. And you just go out there, or some people are water sports. Like, I don't know how they're staying on that little craft that they're on there, that tube, but they're on there, and they look pretty safe. I'm not really sure, but that's how some people love to spend their time. That would kind of be their happy place. How about the beach? How many of you would put the beach on your happy place? I know that my sweet wife, Hot Babe, she's going to put beach on her happy place. And she loves to go to the beach. She just married the wrong man. That's all I know to tell you. Because I do not like to go to the beach. I do not like the sand. I like the sound. I like the smell. Oh, I don't like sand. It gets, you can't take your iPad because then it gets in all those little crevices and things and then it breaks your iPad. So you can't take your iPad down to the beach unless you're like really, really careful with it. And if you've been around me very long, you know I'm never going to be very, very careful with anything. So then I can take a book, but then the book gets sand all in it, and then the sand gets in the car and sand gets on your shoes. And I do well. I carry Hot Babe stuff down to the beach. I get her set up. I depart most of the time until she's ready to go back, and then I'll go back and I'll get her stuff and I'll haul it all back up to where it's supposed to go. So I do what I'm supposed to do as a husband. I'll take a walk on the beach. That's okay, but I just don't really like the beach much. But some of you, I mean, if you could, you'd stay there. Some people, instead of the beach, they'd rather go to the mountains. And how many of you like going to the mountains? If you could just sit there and have a cup of coffee, looking off a deck at maybe some kind of scene like that, and you just sit there for days and be happy, not have to turn the TV on, might look off the deck for a bear or something, but that'd just be your happy place. So if you could pick your happy place, where would your happy place be? And then in the Garden of Eden, we have this word that sounds like the Hebrew word for happy, and I think it was supposed to be a happy place, and you wonder, why wasn't that just enough? I mean, you think about that. God put them in the absolute perfect environment, like the perfect environment. So God puts Adam in this place that is like the perfect environment. Like, how hot was it this week? It's hot. I mean, even my dad, I'm going to get in trouble for this sermon. Even my dad, who honestly this time of year would probably turn the fireplace on if he thought he could get away with it, he even said, whoo, I was out there working on one of the cars, and he came outside and he said, man, it's hot out here. I'm going back in. I was like, wow, I found a spot that my dad thinks is hot, but it was hot. Well, I wonder if there's any days like that in Eden. I mean, like, what do you think the weather was like? I mean, it doesn't really say in the text, so I get to speculate. This is Greg Smith speculate. I think it was like the perfect temperature every day. Like, I think it was just absolutely the best it could possibly be. You don't have to wait in a drive-through. You don't have to stop at Dairy Queen to get a Blizzard. And they ask you to pull over to the side. So you pull over to the side. This was yesterday. So you pull over to the side, and like 5 cars come through the drive-through, and they all get their Blizzard, but you're still sitting there with no Blizzard, and you just ordered a mini. I mean, it doesn't take it long to fix a mini, right? And you sit and you wait and you wait and you wait. No days like that. I mean, the perfect place. Like if you had homework, they'd give you all the answers. Like it was the perfect spot to be. And then, not only did he have the perfect spot, what did God do for him? He gave him the perfect companion. Right? So he got the perfect spot, got the perfect companion. Now, we're going to assume Eve had the perfect companion, but I don't know that it really said that about Adam, but we're going to assume that's true. So you're in the perfect spot with the perfect companion, and you ask yourself, why wasn't it enough? I mean, why wasn't it enough? Why could they just not have stayed right there? I want to go back a slide right there. So you get into the story, and the serpent, Satan, and we'll get into what he said in just a second. Just hang on to that. I don't want to get there yet, but I want you to get this part of it first. Did he give her the fruit, or did she take it? She took it. It was a choice. It was a choice. It wasn't forced on her. It was a choice. She had a choice whether to take that fruit and eat it or not take that fruit. Now, you think they had everything in life that we really think we need. They had protection. What was going to harm them in the garden? Nothing. Nothing could harm them in the garden. Any of the animals going to harm them. Walk around worry about getting bit by a dog? Nope, not in the garden. I mean, you have perfect protection. You have food. Man, you have food. How many of y'all worried about what you're going to eat for lunch today? Go ahead, confess. Go ahead, get the hand up. Get the hand up. I know y'all thinking about lunch. I'm thinking about lunch. I'm doing the preaching. It's okay. But y'all thinking about lunch, aren't you? Boy, I wonder where are we going? And when this is over, if you're going to lunch with somebody, one of the first questions you get asked is, where are we going for lunch? And we all say, I don't know. Somebody make a decision today. Funnel cake. Boy, it'd be great. Perfect environment. Food. Water? Sure. Think Adam and Eve got along in the garden? I'm thinking while they're in the garden, it's a pretty good marriage. I'm thinking probably they just got perfect harmony. Probably no disagreements with each other. No yelling, fighting, fussing, screaming. Nobody taking advantage of somebody else. Nobody trying to do your job for you or telling you how to do your job, or maybe they don't want you doing your job. No struggles with humanity. They have no shame. I mean, they have no shame. There's no shame in the world yet. I mean, they don't even have clothes on, right? And they don't feel shame. There's no shame in the world. There's no fear in the world. And you think, why wasn't that enough? Why did Eve think she wanted something else? So Satan comes along and he says, listen. He said, first, did God really say? Like, can't we kind of take the words of God and kind of twist them and make them mean something else so God really didn't say what he said? I mean, how many times in life would we like to do that? I mean, if we be honest. Sometimes. Did God really say that? You know, the other thing behind the thought process then when he's pitching that to Eve is that really the best thing for you? Like, God knows when you do it that this is going to happen, and he made it sound like that was like a really, really good thing, didn't he? Oh, when you eat, oh, you're going to be like God. And you're going to know good and evil. Now, when she ate, did she know good and evil? Yes. Was that the thing she should have done? No. Was it better than what she had before? Absolutely not. So how many times does Satan come along to us and he say, well, if you do this, you'll get something better than what you've got, when what we have is already the best version of what we could have anyway. And so you look at Eve and you say, well, why do you believe the lie? Why did she listen to him? And when I say that, I kind of think about looking at myself in the mirror and I just ask the question, why do I believe the lie? Why do you believe the lie? Why do you believe that there is something better than what God has promised you? What could possibly be better than the presence of God? Because the presence of God is the happy place. It's not that it's just like it's Eden. It's the presence of God in Eden that makes it the happy place. So from that moment on, we have been trying to pursue what Adam and Eve already had because they were already in their happy place. So we get in our life and we start trying to pursue this idea of a happy place, whether it's the golf course or the beach or the mountains, sitting at the ball game, at the lake. We're looking for that thing in life that's going to make us happy, and we search and we search and we search, trying to find out what is that thing that's going to make me happy. Have you ever read the book of Ecclesiastes? Y'all can do like this. I know you have. If you're doing like this, you never read it, go to the Old Testament, find the book of Ecclesiastes, and you need to read the book of Ecclesiastes. You read the book of Ecclesiastes, what is Solomon trying to find? What is the meaning of life? What's going to make me happy? What does he try? He tries everything. Does he build buildings? Yes. He builds monumental buildings. He says that's not enough. Does he try wisdom? At the moment, and I guess still, wisest man who ever lived, right? He's got knowledge. Man, if I just learn enough, I'll be happy. He tried that. How about sexual relationships? What did he try with that? The man has 300 wives and 700 he lives with. That is 1,000 women in your house. And Solomon says, it can't buy me happiness. And we go out, you and me, and we start pursuing the same things like they're going to make us happy. And most of the time, the stuff that we are so passionately pursuing is temporary. It's not going to last. It's going to be here for a while, and then it's going to be gone. And I don't want this to sound morbid or bad, but sometimes even if it's relationships, it's that way, isn't it? And so we go out and we'll try, if I get enough money, or if I get a big enough house, if I get that house on the beach, if I can get that perfect golf swing. Like, if I can get that, Mason, if I can get that perfect golf swing. Now, if you ever go play golf, you will find, especially if you find Mason and I playing at the same time, you will get a picture of a good golf swing, and you'll get a picture of a normal golf swing, right? Because I'm not that abnormal, I'm just not any good. So here's what happens. We say, if I can get that thing, but it's unfulfilling. It doesn't last. We can't hang on to it. And we know deep down inside that it's really empty. We really know deep down inside that when we come to the end of our life, that it is going to be an empty thing. So Solomon gets to the end of that book and he says, fear God and keep his commandments. That's it. You know what you're supposed to be about? Fearing God, keeping his commandments. What's your purpose in life? Fear God, keep his commandments. What are you supposed to do at work tomorrow? Fear God, keep his commandments. How are you supposed to interact with your family? Fear God, keep his commandments. Now, I know when I say that, here's where everybody's mind goes. So what you're telling me, Greg, is I just need to do church work all the time. Just church work, church work, church work, church work. Just always be doing church work. Well, no, that's not what I'm telling you. Now, I can give you all a list of things that we can do if y'all want to do that, but that's not what I'm saying. The question is, how do you fear God and keep his commandments when you're involved in other things that happen in your life? So go back to your happy place. Let's think about vacation. Get to that next slide. Let's think about vacation. Anybody want to go on vacation? I want to go on vacation. I'm going in a couple of weeks. Guess where y'all ought to love this. I'm going on vacation in 3 weeks. Guess where I'm going? The beach. All right. So now, in case this gets out, I want to tell you something. In case somebody listens to this, their name's Tim and Marla Logan. You know why I love to go to the beach? Part of it's because Hot Babe likes to go to the beach. You know the other reason in September I like to go to the beach? Tim and Marla Logan. Has nothing to do with the beach. Has to do with friends. Has to do with people that we've shared life with, people that we know, people who like to be around us, and people we like to be around, people that we don't feel like we have to impress, people who just will accept us just exactly the way that we are. And I love to go spend a week with those two people. It's enjoyable, even if I don't like the beach. The relationship with them outweighs what I don't like about the beach. Can you go on vacation and fear God and keep his commandments? Absolutely. Should you? Yes. Man, some of y'all moving into school. New experience, college. Some of you already moved in. Some of you getting ready to move in. Some of you moved into dorms that didn't have air conditioning. Got air conditioning now? Okay. Can you fear God and keep his commandment at school? Absolutely. In fact, that should be your happy place. Greg, you're telling me my happy place is school? Yeah. Your happy place is a place that you have perfect harmony with God and that you're serving Him. How about your marriage? Anybody's happy place just their marriage? Just being married. That's my happy place. You guys want to make some points, you leave here and your wife says, well, honey, where's your happy place? You just say, baby, just being married to you. Oh, that's my happy place. Honor God in your marriage? Yeah. Some of y'all love to play sports. I mean to get out there and really play sports. I mean, you like to win. You love to win. You love to hit a home run. You like to kick the soccer ball and it goes into the goal. You like, the guys coming around the right side of the line and your linebacker, you like to just lay him out. I mean, you love competition. Can you be in competition and fear God and keep His commandments? Absolutely. Absolutely you can. See, our happy place is not where we are, it's who we are. It's who we are. How great is the love the Father has lavished on us that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. Don't you love the way John penned that? That's who you are. That relationship that God and Adam and Eve had in the garden, and that's supposed to be the happy place. The relationship that you have with God through Jesus Christ, that is the happy place. Now, all of this other stuff is spiraling around it. All of this other stuff is working around it. All of this other stuff is here. But your happy place is in that relationship that you have with God. What's going to happen to the world? I mean, y'all can answer this. It's not a trick question. It's going to burn up, right? I mean, if I read Peter, right, it's going to burn up. Who's the conqueror of the world? I know y'all, it's just church, right? You know the answer is everybody's going to say, Jesus, Jesus. No, you are. You are. We are more than conquerors through Jesus Christ. The thing that got Eve off track, the sin, the desire, the lack of focus, do you know that all of that is taken care of by the blood of Jesus? The thing that you can hang on to that, it's going to last forever and ever and ever and ever. It's all found in the cross. It's all in Jesus' blood, in His forgiveness. So when we're looking for a happy place, it's not really a place. It's who we are. Now, I know when we think about things like that, think, well, one of these days I'm going to get to go to heaven. And man, one day, in our terminology, I'm going to get to go to heaven. Now, I don't know what heaven looks like, right? I don't know if it really has streets of gold. Charlie Moffett and I love an old song, right? And my truck won't need no streets of gold, just jumper tables when it gets cold. And there won't be paradise without a Walmart up the road, right? Charlie and I, we can really sing that song. Is that what heaven's going to be like? Does it really need streets of gold? I don't think so. Now, if we get up there and there's streets of gold, I'm perfectly happy. You know what it is? Perfect harmony in the presence of God. That's your happy place. That's your happy place. You know where I should be right now, where my happy place really is? Perfect harmony and peace with God. And the question I have for you is, can you have it? Do you have perfect harmony in the peace of God? Because you should have it through the death, the burial, the resurrection, the forgiveness that comes through the blood of Jesus, the Son of God, who gave His life on the cross to die on the cross so that your relationship with God would be absolutely perfect. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, but Greg, I'm not perfect. No, you're not perfect. but the Jesus who died on the cross for you has made you perfect. So as you go through life and you go through the mountaintops and the valleys and the struggles and the wonderful things, as Satan says, this is most important, or this is most important, or if you'll just do this, you'll be happy, or if you'll just get this promotion, everything's going to be fine. If you can just get this much money in the bank, you're never going to have to worry about anything else. I want you to pause in every one of those moments, and I want you to simply think this. None of that means anything without relationship to God through the blood of Jesus and the Holy Spirit, who empowers me to live in a way that honors Him. Because when it's all finished, fear God and keep His commandments. If you need to respond in some way, I'm going to ask you to do that while we stand and sing.